you tired of paying full price and waiting for sales on your games? Well, let me introduce you to instant gaming, where seriously, that is no longer an issue. Massive discounts on all your games. Make sure you click on the link in the description and get that checked out ASAP. Do it now! We have an undefended port with transports and an armoured cruiser, which we can go and murder straight away, and we have the North Carolinas involved. So this is just going to be a bit of a breeze, to be completely honest. So we're just going to go and head eastward and murder them. We'll send in the battleships. These things go 23 knots, well 23 and a half. We have been spotted, something has been spotted. The guns are already traversing. That is marvellous, and I strongly suspect that is just going to turn away. That looks like an... oh, glitch in the matrix. Oh, we're good. That looks like a old hull. That looks like a Washington. Do you remember them? Big shells coming in. I don't expect them to hit, but they're still going to have a bit of a gander. Now, the North Carolinas only have the one forward battery, which is completely fine, but seeing as we're only facing a few, just the one combat ship, I'm going to split these screening ships and get them launching this way. Charge that way if you wouldn't mind. That would be glorious. Torpedoes are nearly in range already, which is fantastic, because I want to be able to catch that thing up. Now, I don't quite know how fast that thing goes, and we won't be able to for a little while, but we can speed up regardless and see if we can even hit it. I might even put these... oh yeah, they've just fired. All these have... oh, we hit it! These have the new guns on, the 14.9-inch guns. I forgot about that. They are now a girthy gun. They sound like missile launchers. The destroyers are doing stupid things, but we'll leave them to it. We have hit it. Looks like we even hit a turret. Oh, that's not bad, is it? But we have these now coming in. Let's just make sure that they do their thing. I don't know if the merchants are armed or not. Battleships are continuing to attempt to murder it. I'm going to turn off torpedoes actually, because I might need them to take care of this armoured cruiser. What I will do, I'm going to send this line over to go and deal with that, and then this line can deal with the transports quite happily enough. They aren't armed either, so that's marvellous. Look at them just being absolutely slaughtered. How marvellous is that? I do want the big guns continually firing at that though. I always forget the buttons for this, but Shift, Alt, right click. And I do believe it's the secondaries that are shooting at these. And they're nearly all dead anyway. And that's fantastic. Well, in that case, these destroyers, we can get these heading towards the other side of this armoured cruiser, which also has torpedoes, so I do need to be aware of that. And then as we progress through here, they're just going to get shot to pieces. Many of them are being sunk. The transports are murdering them. Sorry, not the transports. The destroyers are thoroughly murdering them. And as the battleships do a little bit of a drive-by, they're not going to be too happy about the situation. So we're now closing in. Now these have plenty of torpedoes. Let's have a quick look. These are the Chili boats. The updated versions. Lots of torpedo launchers at the rear. 34-ish knots. I'll call it 35 actually. That only goes 22.8. So the battleships will actually be slowly gaining. Not that it's going to make too much of a difference unless they get a surprising hit in there. Now that thing has turned. What I'm going to do is just this one ship turn on the torpedoes. They're going to traverse around. Some have been launched. Just to throw them off course a little bit. And then these lot, what we can do is go this way. You can launch your torpedoes. Because we've launched that way, I'm not going to be too happy about it. I'm actually going to put them all on save now, so they're probably all going to start launching. All from this angle. There we go. Plenty of them now on the way. 6 each. Many have been fired. They're probably not going to hit, but that's going to cause these to go skew with. See, they're even coming towards us now, which is fantastic and ideal. And when the new ones launch, like these, they'll be on target. They're going to be struggling to dodge just the sheer numbers. Many of them are going to be coming from this direction as well. Oh, wow, they managed to dodge all of them. With that, they've actually launched torpedoes of their own. Now, many of them are going that way. I do need to be careful, because we don't want our own ships to get murdered by our own torpedoes. That's always a bit risky. It's going around in major circles. The battleships are actually closing in because of all of this manoeuvring. Oh, we hit it! Something hit it! That was an overpen from one of the 14.9s. Uh-oh, we might be in danger here of our own torpedoes. Another overpen. Oh, that is going down big time. Huge hit. Would you look at that? Oh, it's done. Nice. I like these guns. Excellent. I don't think we even took any damage. Did we even get hit? I don't think so. Not a nice little battle to start the episode off with, eh? Well, anyway, welcome. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. We're currently in a land invasion of the Japanese. Gotta wait for the damn game to load. There we go. It seems to be taking longer and longer. But that is Port Muroran. I'm gonna call it that. All the way down here, yes, we're making a little bit of a mess. And it looks like we're invading there. It's been a day or two since I did this. Oh yeah, we've nearly got that. And once we can get on there, fantastic. And once we've taken all of Japan, thinking of Britain and or France. Now, they've gone to war with each other again, which is marvellous. That means they're going to blow each other up. Their GDP is through the roof and they need dealing with. Ours is nowhere near as high, to be completely honest, but navally I'm quite happy with the way that we are going. Now, the British have submarines and so on, which I'm not too bothered about. All the destroyers have anti-submarine technology. They have plenty of battleships and a bit less of everything else, whereas the French have gone more light cruiser, which is very interesting. So we'll see how they go on. I know that French like their torpedoes, so I have been trying to catch up with them on that department, but we're just after tonnage right now. And to help with the naval invasions, I'm trying to smash through the naval, the maneuver warfare, because you get invade power and things. So let's just see how we can get on. I'm also trying to rush down into getting the better destroyers. We were a little bit behind on that, and to be completely honest, that was a little bit annoying. Oh look, new hull available, Heavy Cruiser 1. Okay, might have to investigate that, but we shall see. The current new battleship is not really something I can build, so at the moment what I am building in terms of big boats is the battle cruiser. And I made a nice fancy doodah one. I'll show you that now. Here it is. Now that has the same guns as that North Carolina, which is the upgraded ones of the 14.9s. So this has technically the same firepower as the Nevada, which is this one. There we go. So they're all the same. And well, technically, actually, no. They've got more, because these have a couple of casemates and so on. And they're faster and everything else. Oh, what do you think of that? Yes, they are duels, but I want that boost in accuracy. I'd rather hit the target. I'm trying to get more and more range, and these are really more snipers than anything. And they are capable of operating on their own. That is why I have several secondaries on here. Now, they are faster, but they're not as well protected. But regardless, they are still very nice. I've gone for the turbo electric engines because they, honestly, they make a difference. And when you want to be swirling around... Oh, I put fast torpedoes. Oh yeah, I did do that on purpose. But now, 15 inches, it's not too bad. I would like more on the main deck, but it is what it is. But they pack a punch, and they are actually quite cheap in comparison. And I'm building these like crazy. Now, I was going to build more of the Nevadas, but it won't let me because we have progressed a little bit too far in the technology tree, and apparently it is now obsolete, which is a problem because if you watched the last episode, then building a new one is talking about $500 million, which is just not doable. And with the current tech in gun and everything else, you might as well have the battle cruisers, which were going to have the exact same firepower. So, no, unfortunately, I can have 5 battle cruisers for the price of 1 brand new spanky modern battleship. So I'm going to go down that route for a little while. I had to make a new Chili boat as well, because again, the other one got obsolete. And they went up to 1,500 tons, so that is why I'm rushing down the new destroyer technology, because now I can go up to 1,800. I just need to keep going with that. It was on the very brink of not really being doable, so that has to be done. I'm also trying to rush down turret mechanisms because I'm after, not this one, but if you have a look at the, not double turret advanced, there's a triple turret advanced technology somewhere. There you go, improved triple turrets, that's good. If you have a look, the reload time and everything else is better. And there's another one called advanced, just like the twin turrets there. Once I have that, I will then consider getting triple turrets on. And by which point also we should have some even better... Oh, are these built? Oh, they are! We've got some new ships built. Ooh, tasty. Gonna move them into these immediately, because these are now going to be the new battleships, essentially. Excellent. That's going to be a new tasty fleet on the go. I've got 12 more there, ready for something. I can't quite remember what I was doing. Got a battle cruiser here. That's refitting. This is one of the older ones, and they're going to be operating on their own. These new ones are going to be operating with a fleet of destroyers. We had quite a few colonial conquests, one of which was over here, so that has now actually freed up another fleet, which I can move over down here, and hopefully with that we can attempt to do some more naval invasion. That sounds marvellous to me. We'll just move them over. It's going to take 4 turns, and that is because, despite it being a million miles away, they now have the new engines, and I swear they go rapid. It's fantastic. We should be able to catch most things. Look at all these minefields in Italy. It's lovely. This is because of the new the Chile destroyers, which we recently swapped out to everything. And they really do pump out the mines. Now, the biggest minefield the enemy has is around Bari. Dover, SM, that is submarines. Now, I do want to go to war with one of them. Which one it is first? It's looking like Great Britain, to be completely honest. So I'm alright with that. Once we do go to war with Great Britain, I'm thinking, well, we could either attack the colonies and murder some of these, get Australia and so on and so on. Maybe even this. I would like this territory because of the oil production, which is absolutely marvellous. And because it is an island, they can't just land invasion it. And we're going to be taking over Thailand and Sumatra as well. Again, more oil in Malaya as well. Could grab that and then start taking some of the little poxy ports, which we should be able to do relatively quickly, because I'd only need one fleet for most of these, maybe two max, and we've got quite a few fleets now. And also a land invasion of the England coastline itself is doable, given that ports are not fantastic. So I do want to go and do that. I might even do that sooner rather than later. In Africa, I'm not that bothered. We'll just leave them to it, I suppose. I mean, we could do, but I can't be everywhere, you see. Because the main other priority is France becoming a bit of a nightmare. That is troublesome. It would be nice to be able to control these areas just for the mining of the passage, because that's just always marvellous, especially if we can get, say, that one. Got British Somaliland and everything else. We could just grab it. You know, there's plenty. We've got the tonnage to get many of these little areas before we start thinking about the mainland. We can just drag out the war. I'm hoping that they can just blow each other up against France and we will be good. Now, we are allied with Germany and China, who are invading Russia. And that's going to help us big time in the event of land invasions, where, for example, down here in Burma, where the British have forces and they're going to attempt to try and take over our territories in southern China, for example. So it is looking like Britain is going to be the first one to go. Let's hope I can eliminate the rest of Japan first. I want to get rid of them because they keep allying with our friend, the enemy, and making land invasions much more complicated and difficult. Now that is 2 lone battle cruisers. These are the other ones. Oh, fuel is a bit of an issue around here. That's why they are roaming around. I need to get them in. Fleet armored cruiser. What? I don't have an armored cruiser. Oh, it's a Chinese one. Oh, they're repairing in my port. Oh, okay, that's cool. Didn't even realize they were going to do that. But yes, so we have another fleet coming. I'm pretty sure there's another one, but I can't quite remember where it is. It might have already been shifted around there, but we are making huge progress. Japanese transports being murdered and the port being hammered. Fantastic. Oh, would you look at that? Britain's ships have been smashed by mines. That ain't pretty. And now France is taking the initiative. Nice. Okay. We have just gained control of South Hokkaido, whatever you want to call that. Need to invade this northern sector. That shouldn't be too bad. So where are they attacking? Oh yeah, that's it as well. Austro-Hungary is... Oh, they've got army force there as well. Yeah, that's right. They're pushing back against the Soviets. It might actually become a thing again. And I think they're going to be fighting over Africa a lot now. It's just going to blow themselves up. There was some big fleet clashes. Yeah, look at that. The numbers have gone down. See how that progresses. I've got this naval invasion down here. Currently the success rate is 52, so I just need to stick another one in. That's easy enough. Move you in like so. Blap. Shufty. Oh, I've just realised I've got a lot of banner cruisers here. Oh yeah, they were running out of fuel, weren't they? So they're now actually operating in the area. And we have an ambush. Ooh, that's going to be a spicy one. 4 Chili boats versus a battleship. That looks modern. 47,000 tons. Nice. And a light cruiser. That's got a lot of little guns on it. That's going to be a bit of a pain. But they're not very fast. Let's see if we can murder the Japanese battleship with 4 destroyers. That is a big bow. Okay, well, put them all in a nice juicy single line, and the enemy is all the way over there. Start moving towards them at full speed. Let's have a bit of a gander at this. Ooh, that looks mean. 5 main batteries. Ooh, got a glitch again. Ooh, there we go. There's plenty of casemates on there. This is a Dreadnought hull. That is actually a mean-looking ship. There's got to be a weakness in it, but we won't know what... That does not look right. Why have you done that? This thing must surely be very nose-heavy. It's got to be. Put all those guns on it as well. Now, they do have a light cruiser in the area as well. The range, that's quite a way away. I'm going to slow them down just a smidge. So I don't know what their status of fuel is, so we'll just go towards them for now. They probably won't spot us for a little while. Now, our main gun is not going to do very much. At most, it's going to cause fires. Oh, sugar lumps! They're all going to start squirting. Okay, let's go line abreast. So that if they miss this one and hit that one accidentally, it will just reduce the chances of that. As we get closer, we can then change it to the other formation. Looks like they're going that way. We'll proceed to go that way. Now we need to speed all the way up. And we need to time these torpedoes well. Still don't know where that light cruiser is. We also don't know if this has torpedoes or what casemates are firing. It sounded like 5 of them firing then. That's a mighty ship, look at that. Oh, they're really squirting at us. I'm gonna have to put... Thankfully, they can't hit us. Smoke down. While we line up, the light cruiser has revealed that it's over there. That's fine. Now, this thing is fairly slow, but I need to make all these torpedoes count as best as I possibly can. Now, we are closing the distance incredibly quickly. We still can't determine what this is like. We're definitely streaming in there now. We'll close that gap a little bit more. We are actually getting partial pens, which is incredible. Well, I don't know which part of the ship we are actually hitting. I'm going to put them in ahead now and start turning into the enemy and start getting some of these torpedoes launched, including... Don't get murdered! Oh, that was incredibly close! Get the captain on launching some torpedoes. They've launched already. At least some of them have. There you go. There's some torpedoes. That should throw them off course. Which should reduce their accuracy. Oh, we're taking hits now. Still don't quite know what the situation is with that. The captain is dead. We need to get closer. We need to get closer. I need to avoid that. Oh, they've all launched. I didn't want them all to launch. Look at the drift on that. Damn it, I thought only the first one was going to launch, but there's plenty in the water. Damn, that did not do what I wanted it to do. Right, well in that case, you're going to have to turn around because you are not facing that broadside to broadside. You will get murdered. I need to turn them torpedoes off. Oh, Captain is not looking very healthy. I don't want to lose my first chili boat. You're going to get out of here, actually. He might even be able to recover from that. I'm not too sure. You're still leading the charge, which is actually quite incredible. And I thought you'd have gone to the back. I think that's a little risky. Oh, Captain, what are you doing? Right, yeah, we need to get you out of there. You just go home, buddy. Go home. Oh, man. This is what happens when they all get a bit giddy and start grouping up because they just get murdered by the secondary fire. I don't think we can take this on with the ships that we have. Unfortunately. They're still being fired upon. They're all trying to avoid each other, which does not work. No, we're not going to get this. They're going to clock us. I'm going to get them out of here. I don't want to lose anybody unnecessarily, fortunately. That is quite a mighty boat. I'm actually going to get them all to split off. So they can all go full speed and get out. That's a little bit too risky. I've learned this lesson before. That is not really a good idea. You're still in battle line. No, 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 no. You retreat, lad. You get out of there. Can't do the smoke yet. We can do soon. There we go. I might leave that one up to the battleships. That is quite a mighty ship. Can we see the innards? Main belt isn't great. Oh, the armor quality isn't very good. It certainly packs a punch. 100 million. Yeah, that's expensive. Cordite and Dunite. Now, I got off that very recently because it tends to go pop a little bit. Oh, that's a Mark 1 gun. Oh my Gideon, that is not great. They might have plenty of guns, but that being a Mark 1, that is not very good. There's so many casemates on that thing. And now we cannot see it. Oh, there it is again. Some little poxy guns on there. Boilers, force, that's still on coal. Gas turbine engines. Okay, okay. So the Harvey armor. Wow, that is behind. Increased HE on the main calibers. That's interesting. Seems a bit of an oddball boat, not gonna lie. But that armor will not stand up to the guns, even on, well, on any of the battleships that we have, or the battle cruisers, because they've all now got the same gun. Accuracy isn't fantastic. Should be able to knock that out with a couple of battle cruisers. That would be lovely. Well, I think we'll leave this bit for now. I definitely think we made the right call there just to get out. To be completely honest, I don't want to lose these boats unnecessarily. If that first torpedo strike didn't do what it did, it may have been a different story, but I accidentally pressed the wrong button. See if we can get the battle cruisers involved. I do have maybe 6 floating around the area, I think. I'm not entirely too sure, but they are around. I'm hoping that they go and murder it. They are speedy. They can do an ambush. Well, we've got another one here. This is a convoy. We've got one of our older battle cruisers. And we're going to also be assisted by Netherlands with some of the older ships. A Baltimore. Nice. Okay. A Hornet and 2 Hornets. Okay, this is interesting. And we're going to be against a light cruiser, which is... that looks like a Cincinnati class hull. So does that, so does that. The destroyers, plenty of them. They're not that fast, actually. The battle cruisers should be able to keep away from them. There's plenty of torpedoes, though. And that's an older one, but is a little bit faster, but not as many torpedoes. And 15 transports, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. I wonder how we're going to do this one. Let's get in. This battle cruiser is definitely going to be key to this. There to the northwest. We should have plenty. Oh no, we're on low fuel. Oh man. Well, that changes things. Okay, what about... So you're quite happy. And you're quite happy. Okay. These two destroyers, they were built by us, but they are now owned by the Netherlands. I'm going to get them to go... Wait, where was it? Northwest? Get them together. How fast is this thing? 23 knots. Well, you technically then can cover the Columbus. Seen as it's on low fuel, it can only go 19 knots, which is not ideal. I don't know if the enemy are going to come and have a bit of a gander, but I do need to make sure that that thing stays alive. I don't want that to get torped accidentally. So let's try and find them. Oh, they must be closing. Oh, we found them. What is that? Oh, they're on low fuel as well. That is one of their newer destroyers. So in that case, I need this thing to shoot at it. Can both guns hit that? I think they can. So we're just going to leave this on this trajectory. Everything is aimed. Oh, maybe the rear turret can't. If I put it on, say, that should help. Screening of... This one will be greatly assisted. Oh, there's some more. What is that? That is a light cruiser. Yeah. With the destroyers, I'm going to try use these as a bit of a distraction and take care of the transports. Just swing around. Now these do have torpedoes, but they're much shorter range. Now that thing has already launched torpedoes at us. There's another ship there. Now there's several of them. I think that's going to be where most of them are going to be. Big guns coming in. But now we can't see it. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep going forward with this. Go at a little bit of an angle. Try and keep the distance. I want this thing to stay alive. You better shield that with all of your... what you possibly can. Oh, plenty of torpedoes. Ha! Right, well that isn't fun. That's what I am afraid of. Hopefully doing the... Oh, where are you going? Oh, I see. Hopefully doing this... Oh, Cooper might go. Should mean that they use many of their torpedoes against the agile destroyers. You need to go that way, buddy. Rather than on the battle cruiser. Now, I don't really expect it to properly hit these. Oh, it's going for it. Thankfully, that is on low fuel as well. But it is an agile ship. Secondaries are squirting. Whether we can hit it or not is another story, but these also have the 14.9s. Big guns on these. I like them. Let's just keep going with this. Let's just keep an eye on things. They are actually closing in. Still haven't found transports, but that still has plenty of torpedoes. It's not looking too healthy though. It has recently launched. Where they have been launched, I don't quite know. We won't be able to see. Oh, they've launched them at the battle cruiser. I need to keep an eye on this. You go that way. I need to keep that thing alive and away from torpedoes. Where are those transports? Over here, I can hear them bumping into each other. Yeah, they're over there. Okay, you go that way. Well, hopefully we can deal with this threat. Oh, nice! Something went pop. Some of the torpedoes exploded. That Baltimore is a light cruiser 2 hull. Very old. Mark II guns. Can't even remember what year this was now, to be completely honest. Kinda need this thing gone. You've swung that way already, now you can go back around. Just need to keep that battlecruiser alive and it should eliminate these. Now we've found the transports, that is good. We're going to turn off these torpedoes. These probably won't be armed from what we've seen. No, they're not. And their armament... Oh, okay. White powder and TNT-1 on them. Oh, something hit that. I don't know what that was. Battlecruiser hit that. What? Why would it be hitting that? I've got no idea what's going on. Why is it shooting that? It should be shooting this. Blow that up. Secondaries. Murder it. You could do your main batteries on one of these. It's missing. Okay, okay. Well, this thing is going to go in and try and murder some of this. The engines on Cooper have been damaged. But because these are not armed, it should be able to just sail in and amongst and murder them all. Do kind of need this thing to get blown up. Those torpedoes are a huge threat. They have plenty on them as well. The range isn't as good though. Okay, that's something to consider. It's these that have the most range, I think. Really, if we fire everything at that, that's probably a better idea. Do the same with the Providence. Get that thing murdered, hopefully. Bit of flooding. Oh, that certainly does it wonders. Well, this is old. We never really saw too many of these. We built maybe, what, squadron of them? 8 at the time. Netherlands bought a few, but they never really got used. They kind of got outranked pretty quickly. But it is what it is. Let's have a quick gander over here again. Yeah, they just need to blow them up. I mean, how fast do these go? Oh, they've surrendered that destroyer. Excellent, excellent. They go 12 knots-ish. So really, if I go 12 knots with this and just sit by them, they should deal lots of damage. They have quite a few guns on this, actually. Oh, 3. I thought it was more than that. But these will be the originals. Interesting. They must have been updated. Because I certainly don't remember putting TNT on them unless I update. Oh, it might have bought one. Ah, I never realised that. That might be one of the ones that got bought. Now, the torpedoes have been launched from these, so I'm going to swivel this ship around. I don't know where that is from. So if I go that way, get them swiveling, which should be good. Need to be careful, because all of these are armed with many torpedoes. Thankfully, everybody is on low fuel. Now, these are the older ones. The launchers aren't as great. These could actually pose a threat to the Providence, which is taking a little bit of tickly damage. Transports are going to get murdered. Slowly but surely. And that one's going down. This is good. That thing could do with speeding up a little bit, not gonna lie, but it is what it is. So as long as we technically murder the transports, we should be good. Now they keep trying to go for the destroyers, but I want to get rid of these light cruisers really. They actually have a gun which could hurt Providence at least anyway. See, these are brilliant at taking care of destroyers and things. So if we can take care of those light cruisers, the threat to this is greatly reduced. And we could then potentially use that to destroy the destroyers. Over here we're still looking decent. We're slowly murdering them piece by piece. It's probably going to take a while. They're not the most amazing boat, but they are certainly getting there. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Speed this up a little bit now. Feel a little bit more comfortable. There you go. Penetration. Not going to be having a good day of that. And I can shoot at this Columbus all they want. The guns are pretty much really impervious to the armor, which is really good. They don't have the firepower to deal with it. So they're firing HE. They don't have the pen. Now, the only reason they would defeat this is by burning it, and they don't have the accuracies to seem to be able to do that. We have 30% chance of murdering it, but it only keeps going up, which ain't too bad. The smaller guns are now locking on as well. This crew is not very well trained at the moment. They went through a refit recently, so, and there's smoke going on. Just leave them with that. Seems handled at the moment. Plenty of these are now being murdered, which ain't too shabby. Slowly taking care of them. Happy with that. Back down here. We are hitting these ships. They are now opening up their millions of smaller caliber guns. Ooh. Did you see that? 24,000 damage off one hit. Straight through the main bell. Oh wow, that went pop. Oh, wow, everything is burning. That was nasty. Oh, torpedo, torpedo. So I gotta keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. We're good, we're good, we're good. Speed that up, speed that up. This is what you need to be careful of. I need to keep an eye on this boat. I think we are safe. Just murder. That's got no torpedoes left. This one does, so we'll aim for that one. The transport has been murdered. Providence is doing weird things. I would like it to follow that for now, actually, because it's just not doing what I want it to do. Let's have a quick gander at this. What's happening? Still slowly taking care of them. They are not the most accurate things in the world. Get in there, get in there. Destroyers are coming in. They appear to be going that way a little bit. Don't want them to fire really, and they are all a little bit smoky. Could aim for that really. The transport is gone. That is wonderful. That one looks like it's coming back in. We could switch the target to that. Now if that had hit it, that'd have been fantastic. Providence is taking 3 days to catch up. It is getting there. Let's have a look-see over here again. Slowly murdering them all. I can probably speed these up a smidge. We need to go and murder that one yet. Catch up to that. Take care of the ones at the back. Yes. Things are still happy over here. Just about keeping out of... Oh, look, we hit it. We hit it. Oh, nice. Oh, that is done. That's another one dealt with. I can deal with that one. That's still got plenty of torpedoes. Oh, doesn't really have many. We'll aim the main guns, well, everything at this one now, actually. I consider this one to be a bigger threat. And the Providence, we can get to attack that. The shells should deal significant damage to that, and there's plenty of them. I just need the chance of it hitting to increase slightly. Now this is a newer design. Okay, don't know why it doesn't have too many torpedoes. Don't know what's happened with that. For some reason that has just stopped, so we'll just get everything shooting that for a moment. And now it's just popped smoke, so that's a little bit annoying. And disappeared, so we're going to have to target them. We're slowly working our way through that. Quick gander over here again. Oh, they got that one. Oh, nice. Alright, turn back around. We can now speed it up a smidge as well. Why can't these go any faster than that? It's a little bit concerning, I'm not going to lie. Now everything has been unspotted, as you would, and speed things up again. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh no, these are speeding up now. The distance really has increased in this. Yeah, you go that way a little bit. Just keep prodding them. There we go, we found the other transports. Wonderful. Still 4 of them, that's not too bad. Slow these back down again, and start murdering them. I could launch the torpedoes, but I would rather wait and potentially use them against these, because they are quite vibrantly fast. It's got no torpedoes. Oh, does that mean it's fired? It might mean it is launched. Better turn this thing around. This one hasn't. That could have done. That one hasn't, and either has that one, but they are potentially getting in range. Do need to be careful. Got quite a low range on the torps, but this one, the Kinu, it's quite a large range. Where's that gone? Oh, well, that doesn't have any. Oh, I'm just being silly then. We'll leave them to it. We'll leave them to it. That is a big threat, though. That has many torpedoes on it. We get all the guns firing at that. Oh, lovely. That's a little bit burny now, not gonna lie. Didn't like that very much. Let's have a quick gander at the transport murderage. We're actually sailing a little bit past them. I might slow them down a little bit more just so we can murder them. Fairly happy with that. We are hitting that a little bit more. Oh, it's nearly gone. We must have hit it again. Excellent, excellent. That looked like a big gun coming at me then. That must have been the 7.1 inch gun. What is that? That is... See, that has torpedoes, that one doesn't. So if anything, I want the Abukuma gun and this thing. We'll target that because currently it doesn't have any smoke on it. Just in case somebody has launched, I'll do another swivel. Oh, we hit it. Engines damaged, flooding. That is good. Let's slow it down. We're still murdering these. We're getting there. I'm going to target that one for now. Might as well. It's in a much better position. This has been a bit of a careful situation on this one. We can speed it up a little bit more. Thank you. They have fully recovered that so far. That's the one out. Ooh, that's not gonna like that. Now the rudder's damaged and it's receiving significant flooding. I was hoping we were gonna hit it then, but it got underway again. That flooding is spreading. Ooh, more flooding, yes. That might be gone. That is not having a happy time. Yes, excellent, excellent. Okay, so now we've got just these two. Now I want this one to be the main focus. That one has torpedoes. Whereas the other one doesn't, so I don't care. We get rid of this, we can then actually close the distance and murder them thoroughly. What do we have over here? We've still got the one transport to go and murder, which is very much nearly being murdered, which is marvellous. We can speed things up a little bit again. All the engines are done on that. I think they're actually using armor piercing now because they've ran out of high explosive. Marvellous. Still doing decent damage. Dead in the water. Marvellous. Should be an easy target now. Now then, what are they doing? Still need to hit that thing. Oh, we just did. Oh, that won't do them any favours. What's the armour on these? Oh, they're quite armoured up actually. 5.9 on the main belt. Maximum is 6. Hey, that ain't bad. Japanese seem to like their crew though. Well, that actually costs the same amount as a chili belt. Oh no, not chili belt, the new, well yeah, technically a chili belt. The new one that we made with the new hull, which is the stopgap one. Oh, we got a glitch. There we go, back to normal. That's why I'm rushing down the destroyer research. So instead of having a stopgap one, I can have a nice juicy one. And all of them have been murdered. Yes, I can technically get these back down here now and screen the Columbus. Or I could even potentially do a torpedo run. We'll get them down, running at full speed. I need battlecruiser to be coming this way a little bit more now, I think. Still need all the main guns firing. These might even start retreating now. We'll just get a few solid guns hits on this. That would be marvellous. Don't think we're going to get it though, causing a few fires and things, but yeah, it looks like they're actually trying to bolt. And in that case, I'm going to go straight for them. They can actually go faster than me. Oh no, they won't be able to actually, will they? I'll be able to still speed past them. Because they are also on low fuel, and my top speed is higher. And I've got better engines in general, so we should be good in that department. Now our destroyers are way over there and are steaming towards them. This thing will get murdered. Many shells are being blocked though. Oh, there's a penetration. I suspect the many shells are the smaller ones. I'd like to think a big shell will go straight through the thing. Oh, flooding is taking hold. That ain't looking good. Destroyers are actually nearing position. If we can destroy this thing before the destroyers get there, that would be good. That way it can't have a mass torpedo charge at us. What we can do is start getting these into position to attack this ship. It's looking like it might go down. We've hammered the rear of that ship stupid amounts. Go a little bit more angled this way. Oh, big hit, flooding. It can't take much more of this. Oh, it's spreading. The flooding is spreading. Watter's got into the engine room. Let's try this out, shall we? Now, this is a little bit risky. Oh, torpedoes have been launched. That's what I did at once. Oh, we got away with that. I'll have to swivel back around now. It's not having a good day. It's still just clinging on though. Can't really do anything but take it, to be completely honest. And now we're coming back in. We're coming back in. I want to get quite close to this. Turn and shoot. Are we going to launch? Are we going to launch? You should launch as soon as they have traversed. Oh, there's only 2 tubes on this. I thought there was more. They aren't firing. Accuracy must be low. Now they have. Now they have. One of them went pop straight away. But one of them is away. Get that out of there, because that ain't going to be too pretty. If I'd have had a chili boat... Oh, all the torpedoes have been destroyed. Oh, we can close in now then. Let's get in there, shall we? Get the Columbus in. No, they managed to dodge that torpedo. If we had had a spread, that would have been glorious. Now, closing the distance will mean we are going to be far more effective. We're just going to get there now. Speed things up as best as we can. The weather has changed all of a sudden. I'm not going to let them escape though. I can't be having that. There's still another destroyer somewhere. Oh, that's the surrendered one. Okay. That is fine. We are closing that gap. We're actually nearly out of high explosive ammunition on the big 14 calibers. That is now really not looking like it's having a good day. Yeah, that's a little bit broken. Ooh, big hit. Can't believe how long this thing has sustained itself. I've always said this particular type of hull, another massive hit, is particularly well resistant to damage. They can really take a punch. And finally, that has gone. That was ridiculous. Now we've just got this one to deal with. Gonna get right alongside this. We will be faster. We're gonna be squirting at it with our other calibers. Where are you? Oh, you need to come back around. I'm gonna try another torpedo run on this thing. Pop the intercept around there, maybe. Now, what's gonna kill it? Is it gonna be the battlecruiser squirting at it? Oh, engines damaged. Nice. Or is it gonna be the destroyer with 2 torpedoes? That's still gonna get here because I accidentally left them floating all the way over there. I think it's going to be the battlecruiser. It seems to have found its mark a little bit better. We've got a 95% chance of hitting it with that main gun. Now at this angle, it is more likely going to ricochet, but then again, maybe not. That just got pounded hard. Rudder is gone. The rear of the ship is hounded by a little bit of damp water. Ooh, more has gone in. That's just going to be going slower and slower now. At some point, both main turrets on the Columbus are going to be able to fire. This thing ain't getting away. It's getting rather damp. Can't believe that one of these hasn't exploded, to be completely honest with you. No, destroyers are miles away still. Closing in, they're closing in. Ooh, that sounded a little bit painful. Look at that, doing its work nicely. Look at the damage that they can sustain, it's ridiculous. Finally! Oh, there's another ship! Are you mad? To the north! Oh, one of the transports must have got away. Oh well. We murdered most of them, I'm happy with that. Oh, 2 transports got away. Oh, never mind. Not bad, not bad. Not a bad result. We barely took any damage. That's not too shabby at all. The Columbus apparently saved 6 crew. This navy is going to go over to Japan as well. We've got 6 battle cruisers still building, and I think that is going to be it for this turn. So all their battle cruisers are, well, there's 2 of them in there. That's the Columbus. Now we still have this one, which is floating around. It just needs fuel, and then I've got 4 more somewhere over here. Now these do have fuel, and there's 4 of them. Now I reckon I want to try and find that battleship, and I don't know where it's gone. To be completely honest, it's got to be... Oh, it's in there. Ah ha ha. Okay, well, if we set this over there, like so, that sounds marvellous. I've just found another battle cruiser. Oh, that was the one that was under refit. That's right, modernising it. We better get this down here. I'll shove it in Manala as well, just for the time being. Just ended the turn. We are going to murder the port a little bit more. Excellent. Fleet movements have meant that we can now have 100% chance of a naval invasion of Shikoku. Still got the other 2 to go, but we're working on it. We've actually got another naval invasion going on. I did one down here. I thought it was going to pop up there, not going to lie. But that is now being done as well. Excellent. What is that? Oh, that's another fine, juicy, fat navy. Ah, yeah, we'll get that down there as well. Time to annoy the Brits even more. We have another battle. Battle cruiser and a chili boat versus 2 light cruisers and another destroyer. Hopefully we don't get murdered. We should all have fuel there now. I was hoping that the battleship was going to come out and play, but it's in its little fleet now. 10 destroyers. That is actually quite challenging, to say the least. I have 4 battle cruisers down here, which do have fuel, thankfully. And they're going to swing around and get this naval invasion sorted of Sumatra. And over here, next turn, I'm going to do Malzuro, if that's how you call it that. And then we can swing around and do Sasebo and or North Hokkaido, and that will be the end of Japan. So they can't interfere with our war goals any further. Something I can do though is, because I've got a little bit of free space now, 80,000-ish, I can build some more Arizonas. I'm gonna go for just an extra 2. I do believe I did a pair at some point. I just need the tonnage. These are fantastic. These will take out many things. I can just find them. That will be glorious. There we go. 2 more of them. I need to use them in battle, to be completely honest. I can't wait to have a dabble. And on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Get yourself a nice, lovely, juicy, creamy cup of Yorkshire tea, and you will enjoy the rest of your evening, I am sure. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye!